Lindsay, and we are going to give you guys a little bit of advice. We're kind of like your weird aunt, but everyone's like, what is she doing? Like your RA that sees you drinking, but turns a blind eye, but notes it and says, if this becomes an issue, I will address it lovingly.
Maybe asking yourself, why would I want love advice from two 30-year-old, single, lesbian-leaning, pansexual women with no regular gainful employment between them? And that's a fair question.
That's a good question. Between the two of us, we have 61 years of combined experience in love, in life, in breakups.
Breaking up well, breaking up poorly.
Very poorly.
Crying in public, taking risks that pay off, taking risks that blow up in our faces.
Challenges that we fail at. Drinking alone. Am I crying?
Was that real? Raising dogs. I mean, it's basically practice for babies.
Exactly.
There's been a lot of serious relationships, a lot of short-term dating experiences. Mistakes were made, basically. A lot of mistakes. And lessons were learned. One might ask, why not just ask my super happy married friends for love advice? Look at them. Yeah. They're perfect.
It's like perfection.
Basically perfection. Blah, 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 blah. So why not ask them? And you could. You totally could.
You could. You know what? Just do it.
Maybe just go ask them. They probably miss their single friends. What I'm saying is, depending on how long these two people have known each other, they've probably been out of the game for a while. Not that it's a game, but you know what I mean.
I think the nugget of truth here is that Laura and I have seen it all crumble. We've seen the velvet curtain covered in asbestos just go up in flames and kill the theater goers. We've seen inside the Matrix, and we know that we're all just batteries floating in jelly.
I think what Lindsay's trying to explain is we got this idea because we're roommates and we're often processing what's going on in each of our lives. And in doing so, a certain pattern emerged, certain pathology that each of us has.
I have a tendency to take a more hedonistic approach, very instant gratification, very pleasure over pain, not a lot of foresight, and that does not always work out so well for me.
Whereas I feel like I'm the super ego to your id. Mm-hmm. I tend to be a lot more analytical, in my head about things, detached, unemotional, and that can be great for looking at big picture, but it's not so great for allowing room for human flaws and imperfection and forgiving oneself and making good decisions.
What's cool that happens is that we end up in this, like, we give both of our sides and then we can kind of like come together on some like moderate agreement, some like rational, good way to handle a human situation in a way that will work out the best for both parties.
Right.
Or all parties in some situations.
In the orgies.
I, over here, I'm booze and genitalia. And you are kind of like angels and books. There it is. Oh, yeah. It's a vagangel. It's a vagina angel.
Who doesn't want that?
Everyone wants that.
You're going to hear a lot of bad advice from us.
Very bad.
Extreme advice in either direction. Mm-hmm. But we're just expressing it to do that. Express it and let it go and not act on it.
Catharsis.
We want to give you, yeah, exactly. We want to get it off your chest because it's totally okay to instinctually or impulsively want to react in one way, and it's okay to want to think something out to death before you act on something, but we're going to try to help you navigate the way that combines both of those.
We'll make the mistakes for you.
We already have.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Enjoy this thing.
This thing we're doing. Guess we're really doing it.
Wish us luck, guys.
Reboot. Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
We are Lindsay and Laura, and we are here to help tackle a common question for lesbian, bisexual, queer, same-sex,
Two-spirit.
We are here to tackle common questions that happen between same-sex relationships between women in ways that reaches the moderate answer by first visiting the extremes. Lindsay will be representing the hedonistic id.
Laura will be visiting the world of the heightened superego.
Our first topic is going to be,
when should you move in with your partner? Hello, I am your hedonist life coach today. When should you move in with your partner? I'll tell you. Immediately. You don't just say we're moving in together. You start slow. You do it on the sneak. You say, hey girlfriend, I would like a drawer in your house because it's like, you know, it's hard going back to my place before I have to go to work. It'd be cool if I sleep over and I have my shit here. You have a drawer and it's all yours. But then you have more stuff that you need over there. You get another drawer and then you get a piece of the closet. Suddenly the only thing that's left in your apartment is your old shitty mattress that you got for $100 off the guy on the street and the dresser from Goodwill that you didn't really like in the first place. Then you're living there, and you're living there rent-free. And it's basically the best con you've ever pulled. Plus, you're with your awesome, happy girlfriend. And you live together sweetly for the rest of your life, or whenever. Another alternate route would be to just show up one day with all of your shit and just cut out the middle part. Hey, do you think it's like time that we should move in together? No. You just go and you avoid conversation, conflict, fighting is hard. You might have to pay rent that way, though, so maybe consider the first route. Enjoy life with your girlfriend.
So this is when you should move in with your girlfriend. After you've been together for years, why are you going to rush things? There's no rush. There's plenty of time. If this is going to be the person that you're going to end up with forever, you can wait a couple years to know for sure that it's time. I think that you should both have plenty of experience in one another's spaces, knowing each other's living styles. You should travel together. You should know each other's families. You should have talked about your goals and dreams for the future and make sure that they are completely aligned. Also, you should probably have a second bedroom because you never know if one of you is going to want a little bit of space. Basically, take it slow. Like, U-Haul is a really ugly stereotype. I think lesbians can be smarter than that. So your advice was terrible.
Your advice was terrible.
No, mine was reasonable. You're like...
Mine was objectively bad.
Yeah. We're going to find the happy place. And honestly, the answer to when do you move in is it depends.
Everyone has different levels of comfort. Also, like, your finances may not be on the same page, and where you want to live might not work for both of you. You might be happy where you are. You might be happy separate, need your space. You might not want any space at all and want to be on top of each other, and that's how you like to live your life.
When do you feel that your relationship has reached a certain maturity and a certain sense of longevity? I mean, we certainly would not recommend moving in no matter how much time has gone by if you do not feel solid in the longevity of your relationship, at least for the foreseeable future.
And it's not like if you think you're going to break up, don't move in. It's like if you think you're going to break up, you should just break up. Maybe.
Yeah.
Save yourself some trouble. I would just warn against putting yourself in any situation where you might ever have to move out, because that is a very sucky thing. It is maybe the worst thing ever.
And sometimes the daunting thought of moving out and untangling your life from someone else can extend the relationship beyond the point that it should be. But there's not some standard for how long it should take you.
Enjoy communicating with your partner about your needs.
I think we won that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
We're going to do a little role play. This is Dog Laura, and she would like to move in with Gus.
This is Gus.
Scene. Hi Gus, I'd really like to move into your apartment because I don't like my house, and I love your house, and I love you, and I think it's time to take our relationship to the next level.
Oh, well, Doggy Laura, thank you for expressing and communicating your needs. I can really respect why you would want that at this stage, and I love you too. But I don't know that I'm quite ready, and I just wondered if this is something we could revisit in 6 months.
Yeah, I think that's really great. And since I'm not happy with my current living situation,
he feels like he hurt her feelings.
Yeah. He didn't, Gus. You didn't hurt her feelings.
You didn't hurt her feelings.
It's okay. She's saying, Dr. Laura's saying, I get that, and I'll do my best to improve my current living situation until we revisit this conversation. And I still love you, and I appreciate you being open and honest with your own needs.
She's shaking.
She's a chihuahua.
That's what happens when you're honest with your emotions. You let them out. Yeah. You let them out so they don't
fester,
suffocate you.